Today's Wheeling Nailers profile, brought to you by Unified Bank, is Nailers defenseman Shane Kuzmeski. And Shane, you are one of multiple rookies on this team, but now as the season's gone along, you've started to get some more experienced players into the lineup. What have those players meant to this team and really helping you rookies kind of learn the way of the world in pro hockey?
I think it definitely starts off ice. The guys, they're awesome in the room. You kind of see what they do every day and kind of learn from them, become a pro, especially the older guys who've been here for years. Like it's awesome to learn from them off the ice. They have all their stuff. They know what they're going to do before, after. I think that's definitely something that I'm taking from them.
As you went through your college career, you started to get some recruiting going on. The Penguins started to get a look at you, and the doors started to open that ultimately led you here for your rookie season. What was it like going through that process, knowing that you were on teams' radars and that you were going to be able to make a career out of pro hockey as opposed to jumping out of into the real world right away?
I think it's a dream come true, obviously, but I guess not a dream come true to talk to them, but to play pro hockey is awesome. I think last year I was a little more frustrated just at the little injuries here and there, but it was awesome to be able to talk to them and have this opportunity to play pro hockey.
You went to a really good Division I school in Clarkson, so I'm sure there were a lot of eyeballs on you on a regular basis. Does it play into guys' heads at all when you have scouts in the building or members from different organizations? Do you know who's there? Do you not know? What's that all like?
Sometimes you know. Sometimes you definitely know when guys are going to be there in the stands, especially if you talk to them before, you know they're going to be at the game. Some guys, it might get in their heads. I think I took it more as like a chip on my shoulder, like they're here to watch me. Why don't you go give them a show? Go give them what they came for. So I think there's two ways to look at that, definitely, but I tried to take the positive look.
You mentioned last year was a little bit frustrating for you, but so far this season, really excited about what you've brought to Wheeling. What about you? How have you taken your first dozen or so pro games, and what have you liked about this level, maybe more so than college?
I would say the thing that I've learned so far, definitely the little details about the game. It's really hard to come into a new place and kind of know exactly what you're supposed to do. Coaches have been awesome with helping with that. But the pro game's a lot different than college. I think there's more systems in college, a lot more stick penalties. And here, you know what I'm talking about, Joser. Hope you're hearing it. But yeah, the game's different for sure. And
one of the big moments for you this season was getting your first pro goal, and obviously I'm sure that was something that's going to stick with you and remember for a long time. What was your emotion like when that puck went in, and also getting a chance to, I'm sure, have your phone blow up after the game?
Yeah, I was pretty fired up. I remember the play. Courts made a great screen. He held the guy off, he was the one who put the puck in. And like I shot it, but he's the one who made the play happen, which was awesome because he's my roommate. Definitely something I'll remember forever. Gave the puck to my dad. I'm sure he's loving that, has it somewhere at home. So it's awesome.
You mentioned your roommates and really getting a chance, and this year maybe more than ever, you guys are spending a lot of time with each other. What kind of bonds have been built here, and is this something that could really ultimately help this team as it goes far, just how close you guys are?
I think so for sure. I think we're really close as a team. We're hanging out a lot together. It kind of almost feels like college this year, which is always a good thing. And I think we have a really, really good team. So I think good things are just going to come from this. We're going to get more chemistry, and we're going to start winning games here pretty soon.
One of the biggest differences from college will be the number of games that you guys are playing, as you are now in a stretch of 11 games in 19 days. You've got to go all the way up to 72, which you don't go anywhere near touching in college. So how do you get yourself prepared for that? Is there any sort of advice that guys have given you? Have you done anything maybe in the junior world that led you to play a lot of games so you can get ready for the gauntlet?
Even in juniors, there wasn't a lot of 3-and-3s. There wasn't a lot of 4-and-5s. But I think definitely one thing to do is when we have 20 days off or however many we had, make sure you're staying in shape because the 3-and-3s are going to hit hard, and you want to be ready for those.
Gotcha. Off the ice, you guys are very close. What do you like to do in the spare time when you guys are away from the rink? And maybe, like you said, you have 20 days off, and hockey isn't maybe on the front of the brain.
We play a lot of NHL, which actually keeps hockey a little bit in front of the brain, but taking a break from that, kind of have the crown, sitting in the king's chair for that game. So me and my roommates, we play a lot of different Xbox games, whether it's Fortnite, Call of Duty, even Rocket League we're getting pretty good at. So it's a lot of fun.
Got to get the mind stimulated a little bit,
Yeah.
get those games in there. That's outstanding. Well, Shane, I really appreciate you spending a few minutes with me today. It's great to have you here. I'm really enjoying watching you play your rookie season, and I'm sure the fans are too.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Shane Kuzmeski, defenseman of your Wheeling Nailers, today's Unified Bank Nailers profile. We'll take a break and come back with more of intermission coverage on the Nailers Broadcast Network, presented by Main Street Bank.